Hi, this is Town of North Hempstead Supervisor Judy Bosworth. In the interest of keeping our senior population safe, we have partnered with our Project Independence fitness instructors to provide virtual classes. This way, you can still get the exercise you're used to from the safety of your home. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I will be guiding you through this Project Independence chair yoga class today. The entire class will be on the chair. We'll be doing yoga from our chair. Before we start, please make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair. It shouldn't be a chair that can fold or collapse in any way. It should just be a nice sturdy chair. You should have nothing around you. You know, if you're seated in the chair now, put your arms out. Make sure you're not banging into anything, that there's nothing around that you can knock over or you can, reach and tap into. So maybe if you want to just take a walk around the chair, just make sure nothing's under it. And then let's go ahead and just find a nice comfortable seat in the chair to start our practice. We will be coming in certain poses to the end of the chair, so you definitely want to make sure that the chair is not gonna fall or move with you. It needs to stay, right in place. So once you've definitely got that all set, again, let's find that nice comfortable seat. So maybe place your feet on the earth. Crown of the head's reaching up toward the sky. Shoulders are stacked over the hips, finding balance in your seat. So we all tend to favor one side or another. And when you're seated in a chair, you can kind of tell. So I know I talk about this a lot. I have one side that's a little tighter than the other. But when I'm practicing yoga, I really try to find balance. And we're gonna do that today through breathing, through breath work. So let's go ahead and maybe just gently close our eyes, breathing in and out through the nose, gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. Inhaling positive breaths. Exhaling to release and let go, allowing the body to soften on those exhales. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe engage your Ujjayi pranayama breath, and that's the breath in the back of your throat that makes that ocean sound on the exhale. So you take your breath in. Just really helps to release that breath and to let go. Deep breath in and long exhale. Releasing, releasing, releasing. And now let's go ahead and bring our arms to a T. Turn those palms up toward the sky. Inhale the hands up, fingertips reaching toward the sky. And exhale, lowering the hands down. On that exhale, you can bring them all the way down to the side. Turn those hands up, inhale up, keeping those arms engaged the whole time. Let's turn those palms down, exhale down. And inhale, bring those hands up, palms facing each other now. Turn the palms down, exhale, lowering down. Fingertips are reaching, pointing down. And one last time, bring those hands up, palms and fingers together, and lowering to heart center. So just like in every yoga class, whether it's chair, it's vinyasa, it's power yoga, it's restorative yin, we always try to set an intention for our class. And an intention is something that you intend to accomplish. So maybe for chair yoga, you want to accomplish a deeper twist or better alignment. Whatever that intention is, it is for you. And then if you like, you can dedicate your practice to someone or something, of course, somebody who brings you joy. It could even be a pet, someone that makes you happy. So when you come back to your dedication throughout your practice, brings a smile to your face. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and a slow open mouth exhale, just releasing. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring those fingertips up toward the sky. We're gonna cross all of our fingers except for our pointer fingers. So our arms are extended and we're just gonna take a gentle fold to the right. Very gently stretching out the left side of the body. Gentle, gentle. Remember, in yoga, we're guiding, we're not forcing. Inhaling and exhaling, maybe you soften a little bit more. And then inhale to come up. Point those fingertips up, nice alignment with the spine, and then on your exhale, go down to the left side. Stretching the right side of the body, inhales, and exhale to fold, and then inhale to come on up. Beautiful. Now we're gonna cross all the fingers and turn those palms up toward the sky. Exhale, lowering the hands down while you're pushing the palms forward. And then on the next inhale, bring them up. Nice inhales up. And then again, exhale, lowering down. You're pushing your palms forward. That's gonna help to keep the arms engaged. And when the arms are fully engaged like this, you're also strengthening. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, lowering down. Inhale. And exhale, lowering the hands down onto the knees. So we're gonna come into a twist. So on the chair, it's a little bit different. We wanna make sure that the feet are planted on the earth as evenly as possible. Your knees are over your ankles. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring those arms up. Hips are still facing forward. Depending on the kind of chair you have, if you have little arms, if your clearance, you might be able to go a little deeper if your back is lower. So be mindful. We're gonna twist to the right of the type of chair that you have. So I'm able to bring my arm behind me and kind of get it close to my spine behind me. My left hand's on the outside of my right knee. My hips are forward and I'm rotating with my upper body. So I'm inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, twisting to the right. I am gently guiding my body. I am not forcing. A nice guide on the exhale. The exhale is when the body softens. I've got my hand behind me. You can move that back hand around a little bit if you want to bring it to the corner of a chair, or just find what works best for you, because we all have different chairs here. So I'm too experimenting. I'm saying, you know what? I'm bringing my arm a little closer to the end of the chair. It feels a little bit more comfortable. One more time, inhale and exhale, twisting to the right. And we slowly come out of the twist, just like we would do if we were seated, right back to center. Let's go ahead and bring those arms to a T. We're gonna bring the palms up, line the spine, exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale, bringing them up again. Nice. Now we're getting ready to twist to the left. So we're gonna twist to the left, bringing that left hand now behind the chair, just to get a little bit of leverage. So I kind of have my arm around the corner, the upper corner of the chair. I'm bringing my right hand on the outside of my left leg. This time my hips are forward, and I'm inhaling now, rising up, and exhaling, twisting to the left. So I'm twisting with that upper body. Take a couple of breaths over here. That's a sequence. We inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, soften the body, and we're able to come into the twist a little bit more. And again, we're guiding, listening to the body. And let's come back to center now. Bring those arms to a T, palms up, realign the spine. Again, we're gonna bring the hands together, cross all the fingers except for the pointer, and we're gonna fold to the right. Gentle fold, stretching the left side. Inhale, we're pointing. Exhale to fold. And then come on back up. Realign, and then take that fold. Feels good, right? And then inhale, come on up. And then exhale, lowering your hands onto your knees. We're gonna warm up our cervical spine now. So find that comfortable yoga seat in the chair. Crown of the head's reaching up, shoulders are stacked over the hips, spine is aligned, knees are over the ankles. Feet are either grounded in the earth or maybe you're up on the balls of the toes, whatever is comfortable for you. If you want, you can bring your hands to your seat, whatever is comfortable for you with the arms, as long as the spine is aligned. And then just gently look to the right and pause, and center and pause, and to the left and pause. And then again, center to the right, center to the left. And do that a few more times at your own pace. Just warming up the cervical spine here. And then coming back to center. So we're going to continue to warm up the cervical spine. And this time, making sure you're aligned, you're going to lower the right ear toward the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck gently. We're gently guiding that right ear to the right shoulder. If you want, you can bring that right hand up onto the left side of the temple and just gently guide the right ear closer to the right shoulder. Gently though. You don't have to do this either. I don't usually do this, but I do like to show that this is a modification of the neck stretch here. And remember, you're stretching the left side. And we'll slowly lower that right hand back onto the chair or onto the knee, whatever is comfortable for you, keeping your head in that same position, because we're going to slowly roll the chin toward the chest, taking your time, listening to your body, not kind of coming out of it too fast. And then we're going to inhale, rolling the head back very gently till maybe you're looking over your head. You don't have to go back that far, and you shouldn't go back further. Exhale, chin to chest. And then gazing forward again. Realigning the spine, finding good placement for the hands, and then lower the left ear toward the left shoulder, stretching the right side of the neck. Breathing through this. Continuing to breathe. I do cue breath a lot. If I'm not cueing, doesn't mean that you should hold your breath. So we're stretching out the right side of the neck. Left ear's coming nice and close to the left shoulder. You can bring that left hand up and over now and just gently guiding the left ear toward the left shoulder. And again, you don't have to do this part. You can just continue to lower the left ear toward the left shoulder. And slowly lowering the left hand. And exhale that chin to chest. And then we're going to inhale, gazing up. And exhale, lowering chin to chest. And then gazing forward. And we're going to continue now, going a little bit lower now. We're going to warm up the shoulders. So let's just start to rotate the shoulders behind you. Listening to your body. So if you have any discomfort in one shoulder, or you have something going on with the upper part of the back, just rotate one shoulder. And it's gentle movements here. This is chair yoga is a little bit more of a gentle class. So we really listen to the body. We want everything to feel good. We want to be stretching. But if something starts to feel uncomfortable, pause. Take the time, listen to the body, and kind of modify. Maybe you do the other shoulder, or you just kind of open up the chest instead of rotating. So really important to listen to the body. So continue rolling, and maybe you want to get those shoulder rolls a little bit bigger. Nice. And if you want, you can get the whole chest involved. Opening up, bringing the shoulders closer together behind you and closer in front of you, whatever feels right. And then let's come on back right to where we were. And then we're going to lift the shoulders up. I like to call this the I don't know shoulder stretch. We do the I don't know. Inhale, and then exhale, lower them down. Inhale, I don't know. And then exhale could be the maybe. Inhale, bringing those shoulders up, and exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring our arms to a T here. turn those palms up. Inhale the hands up. This time, I want you to turn your hands so that the back of the hands tap. And then exhale to lower down. Great. Inhale, palms coming up. Turning the hands. So now the palms are facing down, but just tap the back of the hands. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bringing those hands up. And then lowering down. So chair yoga, you're gonna do a lot more upper body work, or at least it's gonna feel that way. So pay attention, know that there's a lot going on. So if you need to limit yourself, listen again to your body. I want everybody to feel good. I want everybody to listen to their body. This practice is about you. There's no yoga Olympics. I always like to say that this practice is really about finding your own comfort in your own yoga practice. So important to listen to your body. That being said, let's go ahead and lift those hands up. Palms together. We're gonna exhale again one more time, lowering down. This time, I want you to reach back onto your chair with your hands, either on the sides, behind you. We're gonna come into a guided forward fold, but I want you to find what's comfortable for you in this forward fold. So maybe it's your hands placed behind you. It could be on the side of you, depending on what kind of chair you have. You want to have those arms somewhat straight. We're going to be hinging forward from our hip and not all the way down. So we bring the chest forward so the spine is aligned. Much better to have the spine aligned. Take a breath in and slowly come forward. Slowly, 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 until your upper body comes onto the upper part of your legs. You don't have to come down that far. Inhale, come up. Use the hands behind you to kind of pull you up. Nice. And then exhale one more time, coming down. So you're hinging forward from your hip. You're not rounding the spine and you're not just kind of plopping down. You're doing this mindfully. So we're hinging forward, chest is coming forward, slowly lowering down, and then inhale, helping to come up, using those arms to help lift you up. So that protects the lower back. Inhale, lowering down, coming back into that forward fold, and then inhale to come up. Beautiful. We're going to inhale those hands up now. Bring the palms together. We're going to do very similar to what we did just now in the forward fold, but we're going to do that in a twist motion. So we have our hands at heart center, coming forward just a little bit, and then taking a twist. This is great. Up here, if you can, come down a little bit more, and you want to come into the twist a little bit deeper, you can place that elbow right between the knees and twisting from that waist up. You're twisting, listening to the body. You can also, if you want, bring that left hand down and the right hand up. So listen to the body. You're in a twist here. So whatever you're feeling, again, you could be up here and just twisting like this. This is perfectly fine too. You're getting the benefit of this stretch. If you want, you can twist a little bit deeper, maybe bring that right arm onto the back of the chair. And so if you're open now, now's the time to bring those hands back together. Come back to center and slowly rise up. If you want, you can bring your hands behind you to help pull you up. Before we come to the other side, let's go ahead and bring the arms to a T. Realign that spine. Nice. Lower the hands together. And now we're going to come into that forward fold twist. So you've got your hands together. You can just twist like this. This is a great twist. You're getting that upper body motion. You can bring that back arm onto the chair. Or if you want, you can twist with that right arm coming between the knees. Hands, notice how my hands are on top of each other, and you're kind of lifting that left elbow up toward the sky. If you want, you can open up. You can butterfly the arms here. Listen to your body. If this does not feel comfortable, please come up. And then we're all going to come out of the twist wherever we're at. Bringing those hands together, back to center, nice and slow. If you want, you can bring your hands back behind you to come on up. Nice. Inhale those hands up. Bringing those hands together and lowering to heart center. So you might be seeing you're getting, a decent yoga class here. You're getting decent instruction. You're getting into poses pretty deeply. So before we start coming into what would normally be more standing poses, we're going to do a little bit more stretching, and then we'll start with maybe coming into Warrior One or moving into Warrior Two. So let's inhale those hands up, cross all the fingers, point the fingers again, and again, take that gentle fold to the right, stretching out that right side. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to come down. There you go. Inhale back up, and exhale, lowering the hands onto the knees. So what we're going to do for our first what would normally be a standing pose is we're going to come into what would be similar to a low lunge. So we're going to be working from the end of the chair. So again, you're coming to the end of the chair. You're going to have a lot of weight on the edge of the chair. So please make sure that your chair is sturdy and that it's not going to come forward. Make sure perhaps maybe you should have pillows down there. Just be very, very mindful. Your safety is important and your safety is all on you. So make sure you've got everything that you need. So that being said, I'm not on the very edge of my chair. So I'm toward the edge of my chair. I'm just on the edge of the chair enough to give me the clearance to come into a low lunge on the chair. So let's start out by turning to the left. So I've got my right leg, my hip is over the right knee, and my right toe is curled underneath the foot. My left leg is facing forward. The left knee is over the left ankle. So we're in somewhat of a low lunge. If we were on the earth, I would have my hands down onto the floor. But because we are up a little bit higher, we're gonna turn this low lunge right into a high lunge. So we're bringing our hands up. That back right leg, you can send it back as far as it'll go. If it can extend, that's beautiful, or you could keep it soft. Sometimes we'll keep that right knee on the earth, especially when we're in a low lunge. So listening to the body, you're now in a high lunge. So we're breathing here, taking breath, fingertips are reaching up toward the sky. Now we're gonna take a twist with the upper body, just twisting to the right. So now the right hand comes back, left hand's in front. Those palms are open and facing the wall in front of you where you're facing. And we're just gonna hold for a breath and slowly come back into that high lunge position. Right leg's extended and breathing. Any variation here is fine. You can just have both legs to the side. You can have that right hip right over the right knee. Whatever feels right. You know, we gotta listen to the body here. Only you know how you feel. So make sure you're kind to yourself. And then we're coming back into that twist, just like we did before. Nice twist, the upper body back into that high lunge, bringing those palms together, lowering to heart center. Nice, and now we're just gonna come back to center. Find yourself right back in center. Let's realign the spine before we go to the other side. So go ahead and inhale those hands up. Exhale, lower those hands down. Inhale, bringing those hands up and lowering to heart center. So we're gonna come into that low lunge, into the high lunge on the right side now. So we're gonna go to the right. So again, I'm on the edge, but not all the way on the edge. I am really, my right side is pretty close to the back of the chair. So my left leg is behind me. Right now we're starting out in low lunge. My right knee is over my right ankle. I've got that back leg. So in low lunge, if we're on the mat, sometimes people will put their knee on the earth. But because we're on this chair, you just need to really place that back leg where it's comfortable for you. You could be on the ball of that left foot. You could extend that leg back. You've got your right knee over the right ankle. We're going to bring those hands up, coming now into a higher lunge pose. You're reaching those fingertips up, spine's nice and aligned. Reaching, listening to the body. Anything is uncomfortable, the lower back, the hip, please compress, please come back to the forward seat. Being mindful. Now we're going to twist. So we're going to bring that left hand back, left palms facing the front as you're facing. I've got my palms open, my fingers are spread. I'm twisting. Any discomfort here, you can always bring that left leg in. Listen to your body. Maybe it's more comfortable here. Sending it back. Maybe this feels good. Maybe you're more bendable on this side and not the other side. One side's usually very different than the other. And let's come back into that high lunge on the ball of that back left foot. Using that chair. Chair is stabilizing us. It's giving us support. Any discomfort, please come out. Bring those hands together and meet at heart center. And bring your seat around. And then let's come back into that twist again. Palms facing forward. Nice. Listening to the body, letting the chair support you, stabilize you. Back to center. Let's bring those hands together. Lower to heart center. And then find your way back to the front of the seat. Let's realign that. Let's realign the spine now, okay? We're going to inhale our hands up. Exhale, lowering those hands down and turning those palms up. Bringing them together and lowering to heart center. So now we're going to come into warrior two. And how we're going to do that is we're going to come more onto the corner, more onto an angle on the chair. So we're going to angle ourselves back. I'm going to move my chair at an angle. You should keep your chair where it is, please. I'm just moving my chair so I can kind of show you what I'm doing. So I'm moving my chair. So you're coming into warrior two. If you can, that back foot can be parallel with the wall behind you. You can keep it up, or you can, whatever is comfortable. That left foot is facing forward. Whatever you can do with that back leg. Because remember, in warrior two, I'm going to stand up. You don't have to. In warrior two, the left foot comes over the left ankle and that right foot is parallel on the earth. So the left heel kind of intersects. This is almost impossible to do on the chair. So listen to the body. You may be coming up on the outside of that right foot, the big toe side of the right foot. That's fine. You can soften that knee, come onto the ball of foot. Listen to your body. So maybe it's kind of a combination of a warrior one and a warrior two with your legs. So once you've got that comfort, very similar to the high lunge, but we're trying to come into the warrior two with that back leg. So again, just listen to your body. And we're bringing our fingertips in opposite directions. We've got that left arm over the left leg, and we're gazing over the left fingertips. Right, all the way over the left fingertips. Try to keep that back arm at the same height as the left if it feels right. If you're uncomfortable, lower it down. Listen to the body. We're going to come into peaceful in just a moment, so we will be lowering that right arm. So we're going to flip that left hand because now we're going to come into peaceful warrior. We're inhaling, bringing that left hand up. Now that right hand comes down onto the right leg, or if you want, you can bring it down onto the chair. And we're just stretching the left side. So bring that left hand over. The left foot can stay down on the earth. Again, listening to the body here. Inhaling, we're stretching the left side, breathing through it. When that exhale, maybe you fold a little bit. And then we're going to come right back into warrior two. Nice, reaching those arms. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Beautiful. We're going to turn those palms up. Bring those hands up. Lower to heart center. And then we're going to move into warrior two on the opposite side. So first, Let's come back to center. Realign that spine. So important to readjust. Make sure we're not turning too quickly. Reaching those fingertips up. Exhaling, lowering down. Bring those hands up. Right back. There we go. Lowering the hands. And then we're going to come into Warrior Two on the opposite side. So keep your chair straight. You make the move with your body. I'm just doing it so I could show you how you should be on the chair. So remember, you can have that left foot parallel behind you with whatever wall it's parallel with. You could be on the edge of the big toe side of the left foot, or if you do have it, you can flatten that foot. That's pretty challenging. You've got your right knee over the right ankle. We're bringing our arms to a T. Now you're in Warrior Two. So take whatever with that back leg is comfortable for you. I'm kind of playing with it today, like I'm on the side, so I think that's good for me. Fingertips reaching in opposite directions. Gaze back at that left arm, should be shoulder height. Let's turn that palm up, coming into Peaceful Warrior. So the left hand's on that left leg or the chair, whatever is comfortable. We're stretching the right side, breathing, inhaling, reaching and stretching, exhaling to fold. Nice. Breathing through it. Beautiful. Should feel good, shouldn't hurt. You know, again, if something doesn't feel right, come on out of it. Maybe you just need to readjust something. And let's come back into Warrior Two, gazing over those left fingertips. Nice, nice Warrior Two. Shoulders are stacked. Turn those palms up. Inhale the hands up and lower down. Let's come back to center now. Right back. You know what we're gonna do. Let's realign the spine. Inhale those hands up. Nice. This time we're just going to lower to heart center. So very similar to Warrior Two. We're going to come into Warrior One now. Again, I'm going to turn the chair just so you can see. So Warrior One might feel a little easier with the legs because you're not kind of trying to have that front foot intersect the back foot. So there's a little distance between the feet. And I'll show you that. So let's again turn that way. So you've got the left knee is over the left ankle. Very, very similar to, almost exactly the same for the purposes of this practice to high lunge. So the left foot is over the left knee is over the left ankle. That right foot is back. You can have it at a 45-degree angle. You're going to have a little bit of a distance, so you can send that right foot further in front of you a little bit. Not like in Warrior Two where it's kind of, because you're supposed to be intersecting that heel, you're not. Here, you do have a little bit of a distance between the legs. So you're my left leg is really up against the back of the chair. So making sure that everything feels right, we're gonna go ahead and bring the fingertips up. Right? How we come into Warrior One. Palms are facing each other, hips are forward, make sure it feels right. Palms are up. Nice. Nice Warrior One. Left foot's grounded, left knee over the left ankle, right foot at a little bit of an angle. And we're going to drop that right hand right onto the back of that right leg. And we're just going to reach the left fingertips up, gazing at the thumb on the left hand. On the inhale, maybe you just reach those fingertips up a little bit. You're gazing at that left thumb. On the exhale, just release the breath. Let the body soften a little bit. And then on the inhale, just allow the fingertips to rise up. Beautiful. And then let's bring that right hand to meet the left. Nice. Now we're going to take a twist toward the front of the room again, just like we did in Warrior Two. Palms are facing, fingertips are reaching. When those fingertips are reaching out strong, you're strengthening the arms. You're keeping those arms engaged. Nice. Let's come on back, right back into Warrior One, and just holding here. If you have enough space between your chairs, we're going to hinge a little bit forward. So that back leg, move it in if you need to. You don't want to kind of extend and leave and do too much of a stretch with that back leg. So let's come back into Warrior One. I'm sliding my left foot. Actually come onto the ball of your right foot. So that back foot now should be totally facing forward. And then we're gonna hinge from the hips and just come forward. See if you can come down with the upper body onto the top of the leg. And just reaching here for a moment. And if you can, lower the left hand onto the earth. If you can't lower the left hand onto the earth, bring the left hand onto the chair. Wherever you're at, listen to the body. And then just bring that right hand up. So we're coming into a twist here. Listening to the body. This is tricky. So you really need to listen to the body. Maybe you've got your left hand on the chair and you've got the elbow up. Remember, we have all these options. So it's really what feels right today. And then slowly lower that right hand to meet the left. And we're gonna rise up. So engage the core, coming back into warrior one, and then back to center. Bringing those arms to a T, inhaling them up, lowering the hands to heart center. And then we're gonna come back to center. Realign that spine here. Inhale those hands up and lower to heart center. So we're gonna set up now to come into warrior one on the right. So again, I'm going to angle my chair, but you do whatever you have to do. Again, so the back foot now comes out a little bit in warrior one because we have that distance between feet. We're not intersecting the feet. So that left foot comes forward, right knee is over that right ankle. We're inhaling up. Nice. Nice warrior one. Warrior one has so many instructions. Spine is aligned, shoulders are stacked, back foot's at a 45-degree angle, right knee is over the right ankle. You want your hips forward. We have to smile. Fingertips are reaching, palms are facing, shoulders are down. Let's lower that left hand onto the back leg or onto the chair. Whatever works for you. Right fingertips are reaching up, gazing at that right thumb. Inhaling, we're reaching up, and exhaling, just release the breath. Okay, inhale and exhale. Beautiful, one more time. Let's reach the right fingertips up and exhale. And now we're coming into our twist. Back to center, palms facing the front, fingertips reaching in opposite directions. Beautiful. That back leg, move it around, see how it feels. You can, because you have this chair stabilizing you and holding you up, you can do whatever you want with that back leg to make sure it feels comfortable. Nothing's straining, nothing's overextended. And then let's come on back into the warrior one. So we're gonna be preparing now to come forward into that kind of forward fold twist. So I'm moving my chair a little bit. I wanna make sure that I can reach between the chair when I'm coming forward. So the back foot now, you're gonna come onto the ball of that back foot. So that back foot is kind of just like it was when we were in the high lunge before. So we're bringing those hands up, we're hinging forward, coming into that forward fold. So the upper body's on the upper part of that leg, lowering the right hand, and the left fingertips are coming up for a twist. Or you can have that right hand on the chair and bring the left fingertip up, or the elbow up, or the arm out. Listen to your body so you know what feels right for you. So you come into the pose and you're getting the benefit. You're getting the full benefit of the pose when your body is comfortable. Because if it hurts, you don't want that. We don't want that to happen, basically. Right? Left fingertips could be reaching up nice and high, right hand, side twist. And then let's go ahead and lower that left hand and slowly rise up. Engage that core or use the chair, whatever works. So we're coming back into warrior one. Beautiful. Nice. And let's come back into that twist just to come forward one more time. Palms facing up, bringing those hands together and lowering to heart center. Let's come back. Angling that chair. Nice. I'm going to bring those hands up and lower to heart center. So at this point in the practice, when we're doing a standing practice, we come into tree pose. We come into tree to help help with balance. So right now, our seat, that's our foundation. So we are going to come into tree pose. So placing the feet wherever is comfortable for you. It's all about the seat. So before we come into tree, let's focus on our seat. You want your seat, which is your foundation, to be nice and balanced. You don't want to be leaning too much to one side or too much to the other side. So let's start out by just kind of moving from side to side, just kind of getting nice and balanced in the seat. Nice and balanced in the seat, beautiful. And then come to stillness and just kind of see if you're balanced. Let's take a nice full breath in here and a slow exhale out, releasing from that lower back. As you release and soften, you might find a little bit more balance. So I really want us to start to feel the balance in the seat. Let's go ahead and bring those arms to a T. We're going to bring the arms up here and just kind of as our branches, move them from side to side. Maybe you're wiggling your fingers and your wrists. Maybe it's a windy day out. Just moving from side to side. If you want to challenge yourself here while you're sitting safely on the chair, you can close your eyes. Notice the balance in the seat. And then maybe you want to go down a little bit deeper on the left side. Bring that left hand up and then on the right side. And just getting some movement in the arms. You can open up the eyes too. Nice. And then bringing the arms to a T, bringing those palms up and lowering to heart center. So at this point now is when we start to kind of cool down a little bit. I do think that we had a pretty active chair practice. So let us start to kind of come toward the end of the practice. We still have some time before we hit our chair Shavasana. So again, let's inhale those hands up. Turn the palms. Exhale, lowering the hands down toward the knees. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, lowering down. Placing the hands on the knees. So let's go ahead and grab opposite elbows here. And we're going to hinge forward, coming into a forward fold. And then just kind of allow the body, the neck to rest on the upper part of your legs. And maybe you can move a little bit in the seat from side to side. Again, making sure the seat is secure. You know, if you're coming down here, place your elbows on the tops of your knees for support. That's fine too. You know, we're just coming into kind of a ragdoll forward fold. Releasing from the lower back. Breathing through it. And just moving from side to side. And then you can lower your hands to the earth or to the chair legs, whatever is in reach to you. And then normally we would come into a half lift. So for the half lift now, you're just going to place your fingertips in front of you. And then back into that forward fold. One more time into that half lift. Fingertips are on the earth. And then exhale into that full forward fold. We're going to slowly come up. You can put your hands on the chair and rise up. Inhale those hands up for a nice forward fold. For a nice seated stretch. Exhale, lowering the hands down. Now we're going to bring the hands behind us, just like we did earlier in the practice when we came into the forward fold. So we're just going to, again, hinging forward, getting a little bit of a length in the spine here. Not a full forward fold at all. Pulling yourself back up. And then again, that gentle forward fold. And then come on back up. And this time we're going to just come into a very, 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 very gentle twist. Taking the left hand on the outside of that right leg, keeping the right hand down by the side, and maybe just twisting very gently to the right. Breathing through it as we come down toward the end of the class. We still have some time. And then we're gonna counter this twist by twisting in the opposite direction. So just kind of with the upper body. Now you can bring that left hand behind you, and now the right hand's coming on the outside of that left leg. This is the counter. And then come back to center. Inhale the hands up. And then lowering down, bringing that right hand again to the outside of that left leg. And then left arm comes down, nice and close. If you want to bring that hand, grab onto something behind you. And then we're going to counter the twist, just coming all the way to the opposite side. Now maybe you have the right hand behind you. Countering a twist seated is just pretty much like twisting. Twisting's great for your inner organs. It's just great for the core. So even though twisting seems a little similar or redundant at times, it's really wonderful for the body inside and out. And then let's come on back to center. Bringing those hands up, lowering them to heart center. As we move closer toward Shavasana in our practice, if you have something you could bring your knees up on, like the lower chair has a ridge here, you can bring those knees up. If you want, you can just come onto your tiptoes, just to try to give yourself a little bit of a hug here as we come toward the end of practice, chin to chest. Maybe grab onto opposite elbows or wrists. And slowly come on up, setting the feet down. And we're just going to come into a seated, somewhat of a Shavasana. So if you can, extend the legs up, out in front of you a little bit. If you have a comfortable chair and you can lean back, if you need a pillow or something behind you, I suggest that you stay seated. Whatever is comfortable, just trying to come into more of an alignment from your feet all the way up to your shoulders. So if you can do that, bringing your hands onto the chair so they're not hanging. If you have something, you can put them on. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Finding a comfortable Shavasana. You can have your feet open up a little bit. Whatever feels good for you. Taking those breaths in and out. Nice. Shavasana is a quiet, restful pose that we come into at the end of all of our practices. And then slowly just kind of coming back onto your seat, sliding yourself back onto the seat. And we're just gonna start to wiggle our fingers and our wrists and our toes. Maybe point and flex the feet a little bit, lifting them up off the earth, pointing and flex, point and flex. Maybe rotate the ankles a little bit here. Again, moving and rotating everything around. And then slowly lowering the feet down. We're going to hinge forward from the hips and just kind of come down. Maybe grab onto the feet just for one last forward fold stretch. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing from the lower back, allowing the upper body to just melt. Just allowing the fingertips or the backs of the fingers to touch the earth, just so they're not flailing. And then slowly come on up. Maybe still keeping your eyes gently closed. Bring those hands way up over the head. And then lower to heart center for balance. I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to guide you through this chair yoga practice today. It was an honor. Thank you so much for watching North Hempstead TV's Project Independence exercise classes. You will find a whole host of classes Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you have any further questions, you can always call 311 or dial 869-6311 for further information. We do have links to all of the classes as well so that you can watch them at your leisure. Again, have a wonderful day. Thank you for practicing with us. Namaste.